Okay, so this is video number 3 about our termite issue here in our house. Going to try to do this within a short. Let's take it. Going to show you some of the things that are happening. Most of it's good. I'm going to switch around here. Hang on. Okay, so this one was very active when I put this last package up here, and you can see they were in it. Definitely were in there. When I took this off this last time, a couple weeks later, there's no activity here. This is like a little groove that they found in the concrete. This is all concrete right here. This is not wood. None of this is wood here. But they were still trying to come out and find stuff to eat because they were used to there being wood out here, right? So my theory is that they were still coming out looking for food, and they were still coming back here. So instead of coming back to that, they were coming back to this. And you can see there's nothing alive in here. This of course, has wood fiber, which of course they're very interested in, and paper, the paper they love. And they will come in and feed on that and take some of it back to their nest, and until the point that they're not coming back here anymore. So all this is stuff that fell out of the box, and I took it off the wall. This particular one, I took this off a while ago. I'm going to go through the different traps in the house and bait traps, and show them bait stations. I guess they're not traps really, because they don't stay there and die or anything. They visit them, and then they take it back. Anything that's bad, they take it back home to the hopefully to the queen. And so I'm going to go around the house here for this last video and show you all the different bait stations. There are a couple places where I believe they're still active, but there's some spaces that I'm going to try to spray and then see what happens. And if I have to do additional bait trapping in those areas, bait stations in those areas, then I will. But I want to get them eliminated as much as possible wherever possible, so that I can clean up because I'm tired of messing with them. And but I think I've got, I think in most the worst spots, I think we've got them pretty much eliminated for right now. And there's not a lot of food around for them in this place, so hopefully we are getting them under control. The bait stations have worked, I think, so far, and we're going to keep on doing it as long as we have to, but I'm going to try to eliminate a number of them, as you will see in this video. Okay, so this bait station is on a counter in the kitchen. It had a tunnel that ran from here all the way up to here, and I poked holes in this thing about a couple weeks ago. Well, not a couple weeks, like last week. I basically wanted to see if anything was really happening with it, because it hadn't changed at all for a couple weeks. I took it down, there's nothing there. I'm going to take a look inside here now and see if there's any activity going on. This one did have activity last time I opened it. There were termites in there moving around, going in and out, probably in and out of this concrete section here. This is concrete underneath this tile here. And it's like a concrete block or something. So there's really virtually nothing here. They were only interested in the door frame here, I think, and that's why they're interested in maintaining their passages and stuff here. So we're going to take a look and see if we see anybody. And I'm telling you right now, I don't see anything running around. All right, so let's take a look here real carefully. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. You can see where they've built some grooves down here at the bottom. I'm going to take that stuff off. I see nothing going on in here. Nobody's hanging out in there. And honestly, I've never seen them like hang out in these things. They just eat a little bit of it and then they maybe get excited for a little while and take it back home. But I don't think they stay there. No. So that is all very good news because I don't see anything going on here right now. And I'm going to vacuum this up, clean it up, and I'm going to leave it exposed. There's no real hole there. It's like these guys build grooves out of basically mortar concrete mix. That's how strong their little pinchers are that can cut small little pieces, tiny pieces of mortar out. And they're just doing that to get to find wood. This one's on the the dining area of our living room, and they were traveling along here, along the wall. I believe they were coming all the way from the bedroom area, from an area that used to have a lot of stuff. I mean, that was a big closet that they wiped out, basically. The wood closet that somebody put in, the last owners. And so we're going to take this one off and see if it's still active or not. It was active last time we put one of these back on. And you can see they were into it. I'm watching. I want to just kind of watch here for a minute. I'm not so sure. I don't see something right here. Let's watch that for a moment. Because this is like a big tunnel for them right next to the wall here. And if it's still active, then we got an interesting spot here. You see, they were coming up this wall for no real reason because there's nothing for them to go to there. And so I put the box here. Okay, now this one's also in the kitchen. It's kind of across from that other one we took out from here for the kitchen. It's, you can see my foot. There you go. And this one we just took down. Okay, so this was on the doorway. My theory is that these are connected anyway, so I'm kind of not expecting anything here, but we'll see, you know. If this is like an end point where they like to take off from, we'll find out. And you can see they never really, I mean, they got into it some. You can tell up here maybe. But not really on the bottom much. You can tell they got into the bag a little bit. But this is the tricky part, because you don't know, they don't look, you can tell when they're not being used much because they kind of just fall apart real easy. And I don't see a lot of activity here, any activity here, I'm sorry. I have to watch it here. I think I'm running low on battery, but this closet area was filled with particle board. This was the worst area in the house. This whole wall was a mess. There was particle board right up to there, and this area all back through here. This is a new new shelving with metal legs and stuff that I've got kind of sitting there right now because I'm still kind of waiting to make sure this is unactive. And that's what we're going to find out right now. So we're going to take a look now, and it's been a while since I actually looked at this one. Let's see if we can get it to zoom in. There we go. Okay, didn't want to zoom. Let's take a look here first. I don't see anybody. I mean, when they're in these things, you'll see them running around. And I don't see anybody here. This is kind of poking. We're just going to take a look at this window frame. Normally, we've got the security bars up here, but we don't presently have them on because I couldn't put a bait station on with them there. And some concern I have with this window frame is that it's got some hollow areas under here where they may be traveling. As you can see, this tunnel up here, I did not do anything to. It has not changed one iota, not one bit. But this is still hollow here, and I'm afraid that they could be hanging out in there. Like a larger colony or something could be hanging out in there. And there is this hollow area up in here above my cabinet. But I have sprayed in there, in this cabinet, hollow area up here. I drilled a hole, sprayed, and then taped. And would be probably enough to kill anything that was in that hollow area. But my concern is that this maybe connects into there somehow, and that's why they're angling off that way. So this one was active last time I replaced it. I replaced it before I went to Concan because I wanted to make sure there was something fresh on there that they were going to be going after. And I'm not sure. I really don't know what to expect here this time. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit so I don't have to do it as I pull off. And you can see they've been in it. I'm not seeing any. When you open up one of these and they're active, you will find you will sometimes have them crawling in here and crawling where you take it off of. And I don't see them crawling there right now. We're gonna poke around and see what happens, because it's quite a big active area here before. Kind of watching the camera and watching outside. I'm not seeing nothing. This could be good. Okay, so I just talked for about 5 minutes without nobody hearing anything. So this is on the cabinet down here. It was just one of the first clues I had that this whole area was. Sorry for my language. That this whole area was messed up, and there were trails all through here. They were making a mess, and this was stuff that, you know, when I came back from America, is when I basically discovered this. Nice little homecoming present, and it was a mess, and it still needs a lot of cleanup here, as you can see. But let's take this one off and see. Everything else has been going the way of non-active so far today. Here you can see now they've definitely been into this one. I put this one, I think this was on, I think it's the one I repositioned before going up to Concan. And it does not look active at the moment. I don't see anything there. And this all looks kind of like it has been maybe broken up or something, not active for a while. I don't see anybody poking their heads out or nothing. And like I said, this is not like it got knocked down or something from. Sometimes let's see what we can do here with two hands and kind of zoom about this range and see what's going on here. And I don't know. It looks like, yeah, there's no damage to this box at all. It's like I didn't really get on there good. So, no damage done. I mean, I'm kind of curious if that's still active or not. Hang on, we're going to get a light. And this door frame, when I came back from Konkan in Bangkok, after traveling around with my youngest daughter, this door had a trail going all the way across here, which it came apart when I opened the door, because this door had been shut while we were gone. No damage to the door. They haven't entered the door. Really haven't entered this frame that I could tell. And they have not rebuilt anything with this trail since I put a bait box on here. But they continued to use the bait box here. After I returned and checked it, they were still getting into it. I could see them coming in and out of the corner up here. I could still see the activity going on. So, sorry for the water pump running. Our sprayer system is running outside. So this has got to come off for us to take a look inside. And they had really done a heavy amount of work on the last box. I mean, they were like probably a good 1/3 third of the top had been turned into tunnels. I don't know what it'll be like this time. I can only guess, but we'll see. And they're still active here, you can see them. So, yeah, this is a puzzler because they're still active here. They're obviously gotten into the wood up here, and they're making, they're eating it, basically. And that's obviously where a major part of our issue lies, is right here in this spot. So that's going to be a bit of a puzzler. So in conclusion, so this round 3, which I was hoping was going to be like the final round, it's close, I think. We've still got a problem in the door frame over here. And the other place I didn't show you because I just moved a box in here. But I'll show you what I did. This was something that occurred after I came back from Con-Can. So I had noticed that before they were kind of over here. I had taken the box off. I came back, they had another trail here. And so this went brand new box on top of a brand new trail here. Believe it or not, they're coming out of this grout and building a tunnel and then going back in or something. I have no idea where they think they're going in this stuff because it's all concrete underneath there. Unless there's something hollow in there, I don't know what's going on. There's nothing else in this room, no other openings. They had been active in this door a little bit, which is plastic. There's nothing for them to eat there. And this is all concrete up to the plastic. So there's nothing for them to eat there. And yet they were in amongst the hinge here because in the short time that we were gone to Con-Can and Bangkok, they had built stuff in there. So yeah, they just continue to amaze me. I have no idea what the school is doing here. There's been nothing new in this door frame here that I know, that I can tell. I forgot about this one. We haven't checked this one today. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let's see. So turn this. Yeah, here's one we forgot about. I had to put this up here in Con-Can. Yeah, they're active in here. Definitely are active in this one. I'm going to leave that one. They've really gotten into that box. So that might be actually a very good thing if they are, because I was concerned with not really knowing where that stuff in the bathroom is going. I bet you they're coming right here. So yeah, that's a mess. I may end up having to use a new box on here eventually. I have one more new box. I'm going to run and get my tape here real quick so we can tape this up real good again, because it's a little bit loose on there. Okay, so now we'll wrap up. Now that I've found everything that I was looking at and a couple of things I didn't know. So anyway, yeah, we're down to just the one in the kitchen door, this door right here, and then the odd one in here in the bathroom. So that's just 3 bait stations we're on right now. Anything else comes back, we'll have to start baiting them again, I guess. But we'll have to keep an eye on them for trails and stuff. And so that's it for now. We're making progress. We definitely got the number of bait stations way down. And I believe we've got some things cornered where we can spray them pretty good too. So we're gonna try and do some of that here real soon. I'm going to buy spray right now. So that's gonna happen. And I can kind of show you that if you like. And we'll have a little short video on that. All right, that's all for right now.